It almost felt like a drive through the countryside. But as Nagorno-Karabakh's fields and hills gave way to mountains and villages, the scars of war became ever clearer. Villages almost empty but for military positions, artillery and armour dug into hillsides, and small towns shattered by shelling. We weren't allowed to film much for security reasons, but the breakaway republic's military authorised France 24 to speak to a group of soldiers in the Martuni region, all of whom had come from civilian life before the war.
3 weeks ago, life was peaceful. Everyone was busy with their own jobs. I, as usual, woke up in the morning to go to work. At 8:20 a.m. we heard the drone attacks, and everybody knew we had to gather and get to our positions.
26 years after the end of the 90s war, a new generation knew the situation with Azerbaijan would still have to be resolved, and it's called on Armenian patriotism.
All Armenians in the world should put all their efforts into this war. Whoever can carry a gun should come to Artsakh. And this war, however quickly, should end with our victory. Because the way things are should not continue.
That call seems to have been heard, at least among some from the diaspora. It wasn't long after hostilities broke out that Azerbaijan struck the border post between Armenia and the zone leading to Nagorno-Karabakh. It forced those guarding the area to pull back deeper inside Armenian territory, including several French Armenians who'd left Paris to volunteer.
We left hoping to help with the war, if not in active military service, then in some other way, not necessarily by going to the front and carrying a weapon, because all Armenian people, the whole country, are involved.
Armenia's regular standing forces number around 50,000 with 2 years mandatory military service. Yet even without military experience, there's always something for volunteers to do.
What makes me worth more than these soldiers in Armenia? They're as Armenian as I am and are called on to defend their land. I felt so powerless that I said to myself I had to come here.
This is the kind of connection that Armenia's diaspora feels for its historical homeland. But it's not just sending the occasional volunteer. It's also managed to raise from countries around the world over 150 million euros for the war effort. This as the conflict in Nagorno-Karabakh rages into its second month.